Good morning, MPC. Kasama na natin si Chief Presidential Legal Counsel and Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panelo.
Good morning, MPC. I'm ready if you are.
Raymond Tinasa.
Sir, with the closure of the operations of PCSO gaming schemes, there are about 30 plus thousand lotto outlets. So there are about mga 60,000 yung naapektuhan na mga manggagawa na mga nagpapataya sa mga lotto outlets. Sir, meron bang intervention ng gobyerno habang nakasara yung operasyon ng lotto at wala silang pagkakakitaan?
Well, sa ngayon, wala.
So mga sila, yung mga 60,000 na apektadong nagpapataya sa loto.
Hindi naman siguro. I'm sure yun namang mga naapektuhan. Hindi naman sila ganun kahirap. Marami naman silang kinita during those times na they were operating. So I'm sure meron silang pondo
So hindi naman
to
kaya sila
live by.
hindi kaya sila ma-encourage na pansamantala ay mag-shift muna sa weteng, sa masyaw.
Illegal yun eh. Baka lalong may problema sila kung pumasok sila ron.
Yun nga sir, ilang dekada nang may operasyon ng masyaw sa kaweteng pero we cannot deny the fact na wala pa rin talagang nagagawa na eventually ay tuloy mapahinto yung operasyon ng weteng at ng even ng masyaw.
Ang mahalaga, yung katiwalian na naganap, maihinto. Kailangan kumisan meron tayong sakripisyong ibibigay para sa kabutihan ng pangkalahatan.
Sir, last point. Ang corruption sa PCSO, hindi ba doon sa mismong nasa higher ups at hindi naman nasa baba?
Si bagong head ang humingi ng tulong kay Presidente upang masugpo ang korupsyon dito sa ahensya. Kasama na yung mga major players at mga participants.
Thank you, sir.
Rose Novenario, to be followed by Maricel.
Ay sir, hindi po ba illegal yung utos ni Presidente dahil mandato po ng PCSO na magsagawa ng lotteries, nasa charter po nila yon. Hindi po ba paglabag sa batas yung pinigilan ng Pangulong gampanan ng PCSO yung kanilang tungkulin?
Hindi. Unang-una yung PCSO ay nasa opisina ng Presidente. Siya ang may control at supervision ng lahat ng ahensya na nasa ilalim ng Office of the President. At yung mga tungkulin ng PCSO sa pag-provide ng medical assistance, social services, ito naman ay maaaring mai-redirect doon sa ibang ahensya ng gobyerno. Nandiyan ang PAGCOR, nandiyan ang Office of the President, nandiyan ang Department of Social Welfare. Marami pa tayong pagkukunan upang maipatupad natin yung pagtulong sa mga nangangailangan.
Sir, yung aspeto ng trabaho ng PCSO, mandato nilang magsagawa ng lotteries, paano ho yun?
What do you mean?
Pinigil ng gobyerno yung kanilang nagampanan yung tungkulin na lang yun. Kasi nasa charter po yun ng PCSO.
Nasa siya, ang tungkulin ng PCSO parang at tumulong. But it doesn't mean that the closure of the PCSO or the outlets operating under the PCSO will end the extension of medical assistance or help as well as providing social assistance to those in need.
So kailan po maaasahan ng publiko ang papangalanan ng Presidente yung sangkot dun sa massive corruption?
We'll have to wait for the President. He is thoroughly investigating the corruption and he will, as he said, in due time, name them. He
Paano
doesn't
po
want to commit a mistake.
Paano po yung mga pangkaraniwang empleyado lang ng PCSO? Saan sila kukuha ng kabuhayan ngayong wala sila mga trabaho katulad ng mga empleyado lang po sa Lotto Outlet, sa STL?
Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, hindi naman siguro walang-wala sila ngayon. Pangalawa, nung wala pa naman ng mga outlets na yun, nabubuhay pa naman sila.
Pero trabaho
Hindi-
ho
hindi
yun,
naman
tinanggalan yun ng trabaho yung mga tao eh. Employees yun. Meron silang
Correct.
ano.
Bakit? Nung hindi pa ba sila empleyado, hindi sila nabubuhay?
Pero po,
Do not
empleyado
underestimate, do not underestimate the human spirit of Filipinos. Pag may dumarating na storm o anumang sakuna o anong mga bagsak sa ating buhay, nakakaahon naman tayo. Yan ay pansamantala lamang. The President wants to read massive corruption and he has to do something about it. We have to do with what the President has done.
Jeneline.
Sir, but will the government provide assistance or temporary employment for this?
We have already
displaced
responded to that
workers?
many times over. We said the government will not discontinue providing assistance.
How about the Sir, hindi yung main PCSO workers, they have employees working in the agency, and apart from that, yung Lotto workers mismo displaced and the STL workers displaced.
Gagawan din ang paraan niya ng Presidente at ng pamahalaan.
Okay, Maricel, then Henry.
Sir, just a quick follow-up. Sir, kung alam naman ni Presidente or more information na about those individuals who are involved in corruption, why not just remove these individuals instead of directing the stoppage of the Lotto outlets to
Hindi
avoid
ganun
yung
kasimple yun.
unemployment?
Hindi ganun kasimple yun. Kaya nga siya gumagawa ng toro. Siya na nga mismo nagpapaimbestiga at nag-iimbestiga sapagkat matindi yung dating ng report sa kanya. Kaya pinahinto niya na muna.
But what's the assurance, sir, na hindi matitigil yung medical assistance? Because I understand up until December lang yata yung assurance na ibinigay nila for those who were dependent of PCSO.
Hindi matitigil ang pagtulong ng pamahalaan. There will be help. As I said, all they have to do is to redirect their requests for financial assistance, medical help, to the appropriate agencies that I have mentioned earlier.
Sir, sorry, ipupush ko lang yung ordinary employees. So what will happen to these ordinary employees habang wala pang ibinibigay na plano yung government of what particular assistance can be given to them?
I have already responded to that earlier. The same answer.
Okay, Henry. And then Hannah, then Ian.
Secretary, clarification lang. Are you
Agree.
saying na ito hong order ng Pangulo ay pansamantala lamang?
It would appear to be such.
Yung pansamantala ho na yon, pansamantagal ba ito o talagang
Depende na nga yun sa magiging desisyon ng Presidente.
may plano ho ba ang Pangulo na pangalanan? At sa publiko yung mga corrupt officials sa PCSO?
Sinabi ko na rin yan. Matagal ko na sinabi yan. He will identify them.
Kailan ito mangyayari, Secretary?
Sinagot ko na rin yan in due time.
Okay. Linawin natin, yung endowment fund ng PCSO, kasi may binabanggit po kayo sa isang panayam ninyo na pwedeng ilapit yung mga kailangang medical assistance at iba pang mga hinihingi sa PCSO ng mga pasyente sa PAGCOR. Tama po
PAGCOR,
ba?
sa Office of the President, marami na ahensya ng gobyerno.
So sa ngayon po ay pwede nang pumunta yung ibang mga humihingi ng tulong sa PAGCOR?
Oh, siyempre.
May mekanismo na po ba kung paano sila lalapit sa
Di ba
PAGCOR?
sinabi ko na nga, all they have to do is to make the request. Pareho nang ginagawa nila dati. Karamihan ang ginagawa nila, sumusulat o humihingi ng tulong sa isang tao na may kilala sa ganito at nakakarating naman kagad ng tulong.
Sa probinsya ho, may mga provincial district office ang PCSO, malayo sila sa PAGCOR. Paano ho ito, Secretary?
Sumulat lang sila, di alam na kagad ng gobyerno.
may mga pangangailangan po ang pasyente na kailangan ng mabilisang aksyon. Kaya po bang igarantiya ng Office of the President na madali silang mabibigyan ng tulong?
Oo, hindi gagawin ni Presidente yan kung hindi handa ang pamalaan upang tumugon sa anumang tawag ng pangangailangan.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, Hana, Ian, then Ina.
Hi, sir. Sir, wala po bang sinet na timeline or deadline ng Pangulo para ma-resolve na po yung issue dun sa PCSO na corruption para ibalik yung
Wala
boto?
wala pa.
So, walang sinabi kung how long po. Kasi, sir, ang Department of Finance, sinasabi po nila, sir, yung income po sa loto, no, dun sa binibili ng mga ticket, ay para i-fund doon sa universal healthcare po natin. So, kung mahaba po yung period po na hindi po tatakbo yung mga loto, yung pagbebenta po nila, saan po kukunin yung funding para dun sa universal healthcare po?
First, the funding coming from Lotto, I think only constitutes 1 point something %. Again, we have already said that hahanapan natin ng pondo sa pangangailangan ng tao.
Sir, nagbigay naman po ng statement ang PCSO, sir, no, na unless may instruction from the President, hindi pa po nila itinitigil yung pagbibigay ng medical assistance.
Exactly.
So, wala pong instruction ang Pangulo na itigil po ng PCSO yon.
Sinabi na nga na wala pang instruction eh. Hindi
Kaya
na
nga, sir,
nga.
I'm just clarifying if the President, nagbigay ba siya ng instruction?
Ano?
I'm just asking, sir, for clarification if there is an instruction from the
Wala
President.
nga,
po.
sinabi na nga ni head ng PCSO.
Ian, then Ina, and Tina. Microphone, please. Si Ian.
Secretary, yung mga kritiko naman ng Pangulo, ang sinasabi nila, like si Congressman Zarate and others, diversion lang daw itong pagpapasara sa PCSO operation para doon matakpan yung issue ng endo na pangako niya na ipapasa sa panahon ng kanyang administrasyon.
Unang-una, doon sa kaibigan kong si Congressman Zarate. Congressman Zarate, nakalimutan mo na ilang taon na yan na may endo. Decades. Nung dumating si Presidente, ang dami na regularize. 100,000. At ang kanyang focus ay matigil yan. Subalit, hindi nangangahulugan na ang panukalang batas na tumitigil niyan na walang exception sa sitwasyon na pwedeng ipatupad yan, magsasara siya ng kanyang mata sa maaaring magiging kahihinatnan ng panig ng business sector. Tandaan po natin na kailangan mo ng negosyo para magkaroon ng trabaho ang mga manggagawa. Kung ipatutupad mo ang present bill na hindi pinirma ni Presidente, magkakaroon ng dislocation yung maliliit na enterprises na hindi pa kayang ipatupad yon. At pag sila nagsarado, o di lalo mong sinira, pinatay, ang pagkakataon na magkaroon ng trabaho ang mga manggagawa. At yung merong trabaho ay mawawalan ng trabaho.
So sir, hindi nga siya diversion na kaya pinasara itong PCSO.
Evidently,
Okay, Ina.
Hi, sir. I asked you this yesterday. Is there already a paper? Has the President's directive regarding PCSO been put on black and white so that we can
hindi
also
kailangan.
see?
The directive of the President, even if verbal, is legal.
So, a document pertaining to this is not forthcoming.
As I said, it's legal. So if it's legal, you don't have to put down in writing.
Okay. Sir, I know the investigation, as you mentioned, is still ongoing, but can you give us an idea, a basic idea of how the so-called grand conspiracy, as you mentioned, among key players, happen, highest ranking officials ba ito? Does this involve, ano ba, hindi nila binibigay yung dapat
Again, I will repeat
papremyo
what I
or
said
what?
earlier. I said the president in due time will tell the Filipino people of what and how this conspiracy has been in operation for so many years since his assumption of the presidency.
It's safe to say now though, sir, since you mentioned papangalanan ni Presidente in due time, that these people will be fired.
Well, most likely, if they're involved in corruption, then they will be.
Okay, Tina, then RJ.
Sir, I think over the weekend you said may mga plunderous transactions involving PCSO.
Yeah.
Sir, so ang hanggang as much as 50 million ang pinag-uusapan natin.
Basta napakalaki. Ang pagkakasabi sa akin ni Presidente, mas malaki pa kinikita ng mga involved sa corruption kaysa sa gobyerno.
So pumunta sir sa mga personal pockets ng mga top
Eh,
officials.
obviously, ano nga namang i-donate nila sa kawang gawa. Siyempre, sa bulsa nila.
Sir, anong pang plano ng administrasyon? I-abolish ang PCSO, i-reform lang o mag-create ng bagong gaming?
Darating tayo doon. The President will, again, in the soonest possible time, give us the mechanism or the design by which corruption will no longer be there in the operation of an activity of the government that is designed to provide assistance to the Filipino people in terms of health and social services.
Sir, there were reports earlier over the weekend rin about Mr. Atong Ang being involved in PCSO affairs. Can you confirm?
Again, I will repeat. I said these people involved will be named by the President in due time. Do not be impatient.
Sir, medyo gusto lang ng taong malaman yung detalye. Hindi naman kami sa
Gusto rin ni
We
Presidente.
want details, sir. So
Kung
the
gusto ng
people
mga
will
tao,
know.
mas lalong gusto ng Presidenteng malaman, kaya nga iniimbestigahan niya.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, RJ, then Henry.
Sir, even if the PCSO is under the office of the president, can he just automatically stop its operations without due process?
What do you mean due process?
You
It's
said
a
it's legal, so
creation of
what's-
the office of the president. So if it's a creation of the office of the president can do that.
And he can do that to other agencies that just stop its operation
Well,
just right away.
If the very office that the office of the president has created is committing unlawful acts, then it's the duty of the president to enforce the law and stop its operation.
Can you specify that specific provision under the PCSO law?
The Constitution provides that the president's prime duty is to serve and to protect the Filipino people. That is the underlying provision of all the actions of the president.
All right.
Henry?
Sir, pwede bang officially sa inyo humanggaling na yung mga pumipila ngayon sa PCSO offices ay pwede na ring pumila sa mga PAGCOR offices kung sila ho ay mangangailangan ng tulong sapagkat ngayon ho, bukod sa sumusulat sila, sila po'y pumipila doon sa opisina ng PCSO sa Maylang Center of the Philippines para sa fund allocation.
Ang hindi ko alam na may pumipila sa isang saradong opisina. Pag saradong opisina, walang
Hindi,
pumipila. sapagkat
Secretary,
wala
hindi ho
nagtatrabaho.
sarado ang opisina. Ang sarado lang po yung mga outlet ng loto.
Oh.
Yun hong
Saan may pumipila?
ang opisina po ng Fund Allocation Department ng PCSO ay sa lang Center of the Philippines. Ang head offices nila
Marami
corporate.
nakapila doon?
Yes, alas 5
Eh,
pa lang
meron
po ng
siguro
madaling araw.
nag-aasikaso doon dahil may opisina naman na
Opo, pero
personal na
kung ito po
tao
ay
doon.
ida-divert na sa PAGCOR, pwede na rin ba silang pumila ngayon sa PAGCOR
Hindi
offices?
sila kailangan pumila. As I said earlier, all they have to do is to make the request.
Request where?
O edi sa binanggit ko na, paulit-ulit na tayo, Office of the President, sa PAGCOR, sa Department of Social Services, kahit sa DOH pwede.
Okay, so susulat lang sila doon sa mga ahensyang binanggit ninyo.
Hindi lang, kahit na hindi sila sumulat, pwede silang humingi ng tulong sa mga kanilang mayors or congressman para parating tungkulin ng mga local officials na tulungan ang kanilang constituents.
So hindi sila...
Maraming bagay. Huwag tayo kagad na parang wala na tayong magagawa. Huwag ninyo, as I said, do not underestimate the human spirit of the Filipinos. Marami na tang mas matitinding sakuna ang dumaan sa ating lahi, pero palagi tayong nakakabangon.
Pero Secretary ho kasi, ang mga mahihirap na may sakit na walang-wala, ang tanging takbuhan na lang huli lang ngayon
Lalong-lalo
ay
na mga
PCSO.
mahihirap, mas magagaling ang mahihirap doon sa mga may kaya. Kasi mga mahihirap, sanay sila sa hirap. So, mas creative sila kesa sa mga taong nasanay na mabuhay sa kayamanan.
Okay, so sulat lang?
Basta ang
request
mahalaga,
lang?
ang pamahalaan ay tutugon sa pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan.
DSWD, PAGCOR, yun ho ang sinasabi ninyo.
Lahat ng ahensya na pwedeng tumulong, in fact, lahat ng ahensya ng gobyerno ay dapat tumulong sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin.
Okay, salamat po.
Okay, last 3 na tayo sa PCSO. PCSO ka? Other issue, PCSO. Ace and Raymond.
Sec, you mentioned PCSO is a creation of the president.
It's under the office of the
It's
president.
under the office of... So, okay.
That was created during the time of Mr. Marcos by way of a presidential decree. He created that.
May charter po yung PCSO eh. RA 1169. So, ibig sabihin, the president cannot just abolish that agency without congressional action.
He did not abolish PCSO.
Hindi, kaya
He
nga.
ordered the closure of
There's no claim
outlets.
na may abolition. Pero,
Oh.
so ibig sabihin, he would require congressional action in case he decides to, he decides na kailangan ma-abolish yung...
Well, we were not talking of closure of this agency. We're talking of stopping massive corruption.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin, wala siyang plans to abolish.
Obviously,
Wala naman.
sa ngayon, wala. Kung meron man, madali nang gawa ng paraan yon.
That will entail asking yung Congress to...
Whether it will entail or not, it will be done in the constitutional way.
Okay, pero have you coordinated already with the Labor Department tungkol dun sa mga workers? Kasi halimbawa, sa STL alone, 300,000 plus yung workers based on the PCSO's accomplishment report noong 2018. Meron na bang ginagawa yung Labor
I
Department?
think so, because the Secretary of Labor had a press conference yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, and he responded to the questions coming from your colleagues.
So meron nang ginagawa para matulungan or mabigyan ng livelihood?
Yes, dapat
Okay.
meron.
Salamat, Sec.
Okay, last 2 on PCSO. Julie muna and then Raymond.
Sir, just a follow-up dun sa pag-divert ng medical assistance to other agencies. Kasi sa PCSO po, may mga specific packages po sila for certain illnesses. Halimbawa, kung cancer patient ka, dialysis patient ka. So, kumbaga, define yung tulong na ibibigay. Whereas, halimbawa, kung local government or mayor, usually, kung ano lang yung amount na pwedeng ma-spare, ganun. Given that, kung i-divert po natin yung medical assistance, for example, sa Office of the President or sa PAGCOR, may mekanismo na po bang in place that would replicate po yung system na pinapatupad ng PCSO? Or magiging, paano ba siya, depende sa sitwasyon ng pasyente?
Basta tutugon ang ahensya ng ating pamahalaan sa lahat ng mga suliraning makakaapekto doon sa mga dati nang may problema.
May turnaround time po ba tayong ipapatupad? For example, sa PCSO po kasi minsan naabot na 1 linggo, 2 linggo. papabibilisin po ba natin to kung yung sa OP or sa PAGCOR po yung hahawak nito?
Siguro mas mabilis pa. If you notice, pag sa Office of the President, mabilis.
Okay, Raymond.
Sir, last on my part. Sir, sa kanyang special message ng Pangulo, may nabanggit din siyang dayaan, corruption. Kasama ba dito yung question of integrity of the result of the Lotto draw, yung possible manipulation of Lotto draw results sa investigahan? Kasama ba sa investigahan yung question of integrity or possible manipulation of Lotto draw results?
Eh siguro kasama lahat yun. Basta pag sinabi mo kasing katiwalian, there are many phases of corruption. So lahat ng aspeto ng corruption, iniimbestigahan yun. Paano nila ginagawa, sino ang involved, sino ang tumatanggap, sino ang mga connection sa gobyerno, sa local officials, sa hukuman. Kasi for instance, like, there is one concessionaire na 100 milyon na ang utang, hindi nagbabayad sa gobyerno. Nung pinasasarado, biglang merong injunction. Yun, kaya yun lahat, iniimbestigahan yun. Paano nangyayari yun?
Okay, thank you, Raymond. Other issue na, Arian.
Hi, sir. Sir, last night, Chinese Ambassador Zhao said that, i-quote ko na lang, sir, China adopts a military strategy of active defense which adheres to the principle of defense, self-defense, and post-strike response, meaning we will not take the first shot with regards to South China Sea, sir. Sir, does the Philippines take this as an assurance that China will not engage us in a war?
I will leave the response to the head of the Department of Foreign Affairs.
Okay, sir. Sir, sabi po ni Defense Secretary Lorenzana kanina, sir, na yung nangyari daw po sa Scarborough, he takes it as a form of bullying. Ano pong comment ng Palace dito?
I haven't read the statement of Secretary Delphine.
Yes, sir. Okay. Sir, eto na lang, sir. Yung we will not take the first shot, how does this affect yung response ng Philippines sa South China Sea dispute, sir? Will we become more proactive?
Again, we will repeat our position. We said that the conflict in that region will be the subject of continuous negotiation between the two countries. And by such mechanism, we hope to solve or resolve the conflict, whatever they are.
Sir, clarify lang. So, for now, sir, hindi natin tinitake as assurance na hindi tayo i-engage ng China sa war. Kahit nagsalita po si Ambassador Zhao na they will not take the first shot.
We do not take words of other countries on their face value. The president will always think beyond those words. The president is mandated to protect the security of this country as well as the Filipino people. Hence, he will anticipate what may come out of any aggressive action that this country may undertake vis-a-vis the conflict in that area.
Okay, sir. Pero sir, last na, sir. Nung sinabi po ni Chinese President Xi Jinping kay President Duterte na yung warning of a war, yung dinescribe nyo, sir, as parang a friendly advice, we took it as face value, sir, di ba?
We took it as an anticipation of what may happen.
So eto, sir, ganun din po.
Even without those saying that, we always think of the security of the Filipino people.
Okay, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, questions, MPC, RJ.
Sir, on the security of tenure, sir, may specific instruction po ba si Pangulo sa PLLO to have closer coordination with Congress this time to ensure, to iron out the bill?
There is in fact a proposed new measure to be submitted to Congress. And that was said by Secretary Bello yesterday in the press conference. So they're drafting that.
But Senator Villanueva refiled his own version of the bill, the same version.
Oh, yes, but there will be amendments.
Okay.
So the suggestion by the Department of Labor could be the subject of any amendment to the bill.
So it is expected that this will be certified as urgent, correct?
I think so, yes.
All right, thank you.
Questions? No more questions? Rosalie and then Maricel.
Good afternoon, sir. Regarding po sa mga controversies na ipinupukol po ngayon sa Health Secretary Francisco Duque, sir, does the President say something about this? Lalo na po at nagreklamo na rin po, nagsampa ng reklamo sa Ombudsman against Health Secretary.
I understand the Senator Bong Go will call for investigation in the Senate. Meanwhile, the Secretary of Health has already responded to that. As far as he is concerned, there is no conflict of interest. The previous contracts mentioned was made prior to his being Secretary of Health, and others he has divested of his interests and or shares.
Does that mean, sir, patuloy pa rin po yung confidence at tiwala ni Pangulo kay Health Secretary?
Yes.
With regards sa recent appointment po ng kapatid niya, si Sir Gonzalo Duque as new PCA administrator, or although prerogative po ng President na magtalaga ng kung sino man ang gusto niya na mamuno ng nasabi pong ahensya, wala po bang labag or conflict of interest na magkapatid, parehong top officials ng government, sir, na i-appoint ng Pangulo?
Why should there be a conflict of interest with regard to that? There is none.
Thank you, sir.
Questions, MBC? Maricel.
Sir, just a quick reaction lang on the study conducted by a Britain-based firm, Global Witness, saying that the Philippines is world's deadliest nation for land rights. Based daw po
For?
sa land rights.
Land?
Land.
L-A-N-D.
Yes, land rights. Base po dun sa pag-aaral nila, out of 19 countries, pinakamarami raw yung naitalang namatay sa Pilipinas with 30 victims last year, followed by Colombia. May we have your statement on this, sir?
What's the relation with the killing and the land rights?
Yung mga pinag-aagawang lupa, I think may mga patayan na nagaganap because of the issues on lands.
Well, that happens if there are conflicts among claimants of a particular land. Killings occur because of the viciousness of the rivalry between the claimants.
But is this a cause of concern on the part of government? Although wala naman sinabing directly involved yung government on this.
Let me tell you that the government will always be concerned with respect to any violence inflicted against the citizens of this country, whether done by outside forces or by those inside this country.
Questions, MPC? No more? Okay, thank you, Secretary Panelo. Thank you, MPC.
Thank you.
Back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.